As a kid, buffets were magic. Endless pizza, salad bars, and way too much ranch dressing. But somewhere along the line, they became jokes about bad food and worse choices. So now in London, I'm risking my stomach to find the city's worst buffets. Starting at a spot Londoners love to hate, Jimmy's. Jimmy's at the O2 sells itself as a world buffet. But online reviews paint a slightly less global picture. Everything was either bland, overcooked, under-seasoned, or completely inedible. When I voiced my concerns to the manager, I was brushed off and patronizingly told to try the pasta. Buffet food at its lowest, murky cups and cutlery. We've got the world part down pat. For 2 people? Thank you. Before I forget, I'm gonna add a rule for every buffet spot. I have to try something that scares me. I enter the buffet area hoping to see global food and saw lots of Indian and Chinese food. It's a world buffet, I'm gonna try a little everything. Sweet and sour chicken, chicken tikka masala. So we're gonna throw a little Indian. Ooh, I love dosas. I'll do a masala. Thank you. I'm only gonna get the pasta because that's what the manager said to get in the review. That doesn't look bad. The stir-fry guy was surprisingly chill, except for the massive witch's cauldron bubbling away like a side quest next to him. So these are the noodles, onions, and no lettuce. Okay, I think that's good.
Cabbage?
Nah.
No cabbage.
No cabbage. What's in the giant cauldron? Is that a tikka masala?
It's lamb.
Oh, lamb. And I didn't forget to follow my rules. Something that scares me, buffet sushi. Normally I would never touch this. I know it's a recipe for disaster. I will try some smoked salmon. Buffet sushi, I guess this counts as Japan. Don't do this at home, kids. I'm going to rank each buffet based on quantity and quality, 1 to a 10, and average for a final score. I've got 2 plates full of food ready to try. I feel like it was more Chinese and Indian food than world. I mean, I didn't see too much like British or American style. Maybe the chicken wing, which I guess I'll try first. It's crispy, bad for a buffet. I'm gonna jump to the dosa. There is potato inside. I'm gonna put it like this. A little cold, not some flavor, but could be warmer, some of the potato pieces. Don't worry guys, we're gonna have more Indian food later in this video. This one goes out to the review of the manager that said, go have some pasta. That's what I'm gonna do. It's pasta, it's like ziti, not too impressed. While we're on this plate, why don't we just finish them around the world here? We gotta eat it with a pepper, why not? I won't take another bite of that. Now the stir fry, which I have high hopes for. The guy seemed cool, he had me put it all together with the chicken, the pepper. Could use more seasoning. The sauce is kind of bland on this. I'm honestly afraid for my challenge here. Buffet sushi is probably one of my big phobias. Maybe the only thing worse would be eating sushi before an airplane ride. Not the best, very cucumber heavy, kind of a strangely made roll. I know it's a buffet, give them the benefit of the doubt, but I think if I eat one more, I might be running to the bathroom. After all that food, I went looking for the bathroom. I found a hallway lined with motivational posters, like they're rooting for you to make it in time. Can't forget dessert and a chocolate fondue that didn't come with instructions. There's not 1 but 2 warnings. Please do not put ice cream on the chocolate fountain, thank you. So I guess people have been doing it. I am honestly confused. Do I stick it into the fondue? Is it gonna break? Or do I put it on the bottom? I'm like thinking, should I ask? Excuse me, how does this work exactly? Oh.
Dip on your ice cream.
Man, that's cool. I thought it was gonna like fall apart when I put the spoon in, so. All right, thank you. Okay, unless things are different in the UK, this looks like frozen yogurt to me and not ice cream. Someone in the comments tell me if this is ice cream in the UK or am I crazy? It was like parting the Red Sea, how the guy demonstrated it. So I'm hoping I'm not gonna destroy this. Ah, okay. Oh, look at that, like opens. Oh my God, this is cool. All right, I have never had this. I don't know what's normal and what isn't. Kind of tastes like a McDonald's froyo, kind of a mediocre chocolate is what it is. I would sum up Jimmy's by saying that if your first date takes you here, run. But seriously, it wasn't all awful. The server was actually a nice lady, but the food definitely leaves something to be desired. For a quantity score, I'm gonna go with a 5 out of 10. They had stuff from India and China, but I didn't see much world food. And quality, generously, I'm gonna give them a 4 out of 10. That was an interesting experience vegetarians, so a total score of 4.5 for Jimmy's World Buffet.
After Jimmy's, I needed to walk it off. Luckily, Russell Square had about 1 million stairs waiting for me.
In between buffets, gotta get our steps in. 175 steps here at Russell Square to get from the bottom to the top. Now I'm seeing why everybody else decided to take the elevator.
And next up, Indian Veg, a $12.95 vegetarian buffet with questionable reviews.
Past its sell-by date, very limited selection of low-quality slush with no finesse at all. Just spud, spud, and more spud. I had to look this up. In the UK, spud means potatoes. Writing this from the toilet the next day. I'll spare you the details. I advise you not to eat here. By the way, I'm bringing this wine bottle in because the sign up here says, eat as much as you'd like, bring your own beer or wine to make your total meal incredibly affordable.
Stepping inside, you don't just see walls. You get a wellness seminar in quote form.
The eyes are injured when you work in the light of mobile phone and computer screens in the dark. The brain is injured when you start thinking negative thoughts. I just feel my optimism levels going way up reading all of these sayings on the wall.
I hadn't even touched the buffet yet, and the walls had already promised me health, happiness, and probably immortality, all from chickpeas.
I do like that these guys put everything in front of the food. It's not a mystery, and it tells me what the health benefits are. I think it's like the healthiest food buffet advice I've ever seen. Potato wedges, really is a lot of potatoes. Spicy potato mashed. If I find something super spicy, that will be the item that scares me the most. Is there anything spicy or very spicy that I could try? No, it's all very tame. The audience here is wants tame, okay. What do you recommend the most?
These two is better. This one.
The spinach and lentils you think is the best? How long have you guys been open here?
40 years.
40 years? And what was the price back then?
195 or something.
195 for all-day buffet? Wow. For the thing that scares me, I have to say, I don't like cabbage much. Isn't good for my stomach usually. They got green and white cabbage. So with whatever's little left on my plate, I'm gonna put that on the edge here. I gotta say, it looks pretty good to me. Let's go with the spinach that was recommended. I think it was like spinach with lentils. That's a little kick, actually. Ooh, these Indian restaurants, when they say not spicy, maybe they just mean for the locals. Ooh, but I like it. I like this kick. Cheers to the wine they let me bring in. No cork fee. Okay, so this is the spicy mash. It's all right. Little bit of a kick. All right, scare me moment. Cabbage is one of my mortal enemies. Oh man, I'm gonna take a big piece. Well seasoned. I don't love cabbage, but the topping was a nice little punch. I don't know how long it's sitting, but it's the right temperature. It's got spice variety to it. It's not bland. Sometimes you go into a place like this in the UK, you might think that. That's what I thought. But I've been pleasantly surprised. We're gonna bring Team Elsie on.
I just taste these. I think they're potatoes or like, I don't know.
It's a spicy mash, yeah. And she loves Indian. She was looking forward to this buffet on the list the most. I don't know if we're gonna see her in any of the other ones.
Anna and I are super carnivore.
No.
Honestly, carnivore.
Meat
We
eaters.
actually had today's have a huge Sunday roast. Very open to try vegetarian foods.
Had to ask about the quotes before leaving. The reply, spiritually unclear.
Can you tell me what's like the story behind all of the sayings on the wall?
Google, YouTube.
I'm like stunned in there at the end. The guy was asking if I was willing to pay cash, and I said, yeah, if it helps you. And then he's like, 20 pounds is okay. And I'm like, no, it's $12.95. It's time to give the ratings. I'm gonna go with quantity first, and you gotta rate on a scale. When it's vegan Indian, there's only so many options, and I think they had a lot. So we're gonna go with a 7 on the quantity. Quality, I think I'm gonna give them a 7, especially because it's a buffet. There was so much different spices and flavors. I really think some of those reviews got it wrong. Hopefully my stomach is gonna hold up though. So a final score of 7 out of 10.
Coming up, I hit London's lowest rated buffet. But first, a step back to my childhood. I remember the Pizza Hut on Route 4 in New Jersey, salad bar, the arcade, the whole deal. So stepping into one in London, honestly, I was just shocked the buffet even still existed.
I'm gonna read the official description from their website of the buffet, and I just thought it sounded like a luxury real estate ad.
Our unlimited buffet offers a wide variety of tasty flavors for you to sink your teeth into. Look out for delicious additions like margarita, veggie hot, pepperoni, Hawaiian, chicken, barbecue Americano, and loads more.
Walking in, I thought I'd head straight for the buffet, but nope. First came the waiting, and then more waiting.
Guys on the phone, I don't know what's going on.
I was starving, so I headed straight to the buffet. The salad bar took me right back to Sundays in Jersey.
To be fair, this is probably the healthiest thing I've gotten from a buffet yet today. This is back to being a kid again. Ranch dressing. I always remember putting that on the salad. And like being a kid, probably put a little bit too much.
The pizza, well, it wasn't quite what I pictured walking in.
I read on that description there was like 7 types of pizzas, and all I see cheese, pepperoni, and something with pineapple. I'm not the mean type, but I gotta say this is very sad looking pasta. I guess I'll take some though. I think from the look on my face you could tell that this is gonna be what scares me, so I'm gonna get another plate. Time to scoop the 4 cheese and broccoli pasta. This looks like something you might get like in an Oliver Twist movie they were passing to the orphans. We're gonna start with the cheese pizza, the classic. Pretty standard. We're gonna try the Hawaiian. Maybe it's a little fresher than the other one, but these pineapples aren't really doing a whole lot. And the classic for football, pepperoni. Pretty basic pepperoni slice. 4 cheese and broccoli and I guess peas pasta. I'm getting this for you. I don't think I would normally be eating this. I just don't think peas have any business being in pasta. Fight me in the comments if you disagree with that. Pretty basic. I don't think I'm going back for a second. Blast from the past salad. Tons of ranch dressing. The salad might actually be the best thing here, and I don't know if it's because I'm reminiscing too much or it just tastes a little healthy, but I could probably go back for more.
And just as I was leaving, the photos on the wall landed harder than I thought they would. A reminder that this place used to mean more than just cheap pizza.
I really feel like every kid's childhood in the 90s had Pizza Hut somewhere in America. I don't know, these photos are making me so nostalgic. And my wife said, "You and your brother's photos up there." And for a second, I actually believed her and turned my head and was looking for it. It was a good lie. Time for the Pizza Hut ratings on the quantity scale. I'm gonna go with a 5 out of 10. It was nice they had the salad bar, but definitely was not 7 kinds of pizza. Quality, I'm gonna go with a 6 out of 10. The pizza was pretty fresh. The pasta was nothing to write home about. So they're gonna end up with a final score of a 5.5.
On to the finale, London's most infamous cheap Chinese buffet, Mr. Wu, just £9.99, and with a 3.2 on Google, maybe the lowest rated buffet in the city.
The restaurant offers a 10-pound buffet, which seems reasonable at first, but the quality of the food doesn't justify the price. The wings still had feathers attached.
I walked in past a sizable line and was ushered to the back. At least no kidnapper's basement. Onto the buffet, and right away, things looked a little questionable.
These chicken cubes look more like tater tots to me, or potatoes. Sweet and sour pork. The thing that scares me is going to be the chicken wings, which someone said had a feather in them. So I got a little beef and black bean spring roll.
The taste test started rough. First bite, let's just say, brutal.
Let's start with these. The chicken cube. Super dry. This was sweet and sour chicken. Hoping this is going to be better than what I had at Jimmy's, which still haunts me. This was edible. Some of the beef. A little spicier than I thought. Wow. A little different than I was expecting. Egg roll, some sweet and sour sauce. Alright, this is like on par for a Chinese restaurant egg roll. Probably my favorite thing so far. And the thing that scares me, chicken wing, which supposedly has feathers. I don't see any. Let's see what happens. Better than I thought. Way better than the chicken cube, which was super dry.
Meanwhile, Alcira's take was a bit harsher.
I don't know, I'm not willing to eat. Even in my hometown, Acapulco, in those malls, you can find better Chinese food. And that's not a compliment. So as you can see, I'm not eating anything.
Before we wrapped up, Alcira headed downstairs to the bathroom, and that little side quest uncovered something questionable.
Can someone explain me why there is hair in the woman's bedroom? Like, someone come and chop their hair here? This bathroom is so damn scary. I don't know why it gives me strange vibes.
And that's when I remembered the reviews. Most people don't complain about the bathroom, they complain about the owner. But with me, he was surprisingly nice.
How long have you guys been open here?
Oh, very long time.
Like 30 years? What?
All more than that.
And what did the buffet cost like 30, 40 years ago?
£4.50.
You guys are still very popular.
Yes, I know.
Before the final score, I just want to say that the owner was, nice guy, chatting with me, telling me how long they've been in business. Not at all like what I read about the screaming in the reviews. For the final scores, we're going to go with quantity, a 5 out of 10. Pretty standard Chinese buffet, but I think maybe they could have had a little bit more variety. And quality, I'll give them a 6 for a final total score of 5.5 as Alcira gives me the side eye a little bit on my score. She was not a fan of Mr. Wu. I'm feeling a little more generous here though.
If you like this video, check out another one I made over here in the corner on trying the weirdest restaurants in London. I think you'll like it too.